I know it's late. I know you're gonna have to put your thinking caps on for this. Alright? So I'm warning you right now. Why do I think this is an organic hologram? I'm glad you asked. And this isn't coming from me. Alright? This isn't some grand thing that I believe and no one else believes. Much like a lot to do with science, it's provable. Alright? Most of the shit that I believe in is provable. So I just want that. I want that out there before anything else. Right? You know, for posterity's sake. So a long time ago, keep this in mind, a long time ago, 1880s actually, this is how long the idea of a holographic universe has been around, keep in mind, and then before that. The idea, sorry, let me get my bearings. I'm kind of drifting right now, I'm sorry. Okay, so the idea of a holographic universe has been around for quite a long time. So much so that when the concept of being able to see through different dimensions, right? When that idea came out, we're talking almost 200 years ago. Like, that's how long ago we're talking, ladies and gentlemen. So the idea was put out there back in the 1880s, right? That if this is a holographic universe and we are a projection of it, we are an organic hologram. Imagine that. Your soul, quote unquote, is basically the player. Anyways, the idea that the fourth dimension would have to be some kind of tesseract. That's where the term comes from, Marvel fans. Tesseract. It's a scientific term from the 1880s. Hi guys, how you guys doing? So, then a little guy named Einstein comes along. Good evening. Here. Little guy named Einstein comes along and proves that the fourth dimension is actually time. Time is the fourth dimension. We live alongside it. We experience it depending on where we are in the solar system, what kind of gravity has a hold of us at any given time. Depends on how we age, how we progress, yada, 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 right? So the idea was then shifted that then the Tesseract must be the fifth dimension. You guys like hearing about, like, we're switching to the fifth dimension and all that spiritual shit. Yeah, that's where they get it from, ladies and gentlemen. That is exactly where they get it from. It is literally a scientific fact. So then it's basically brought up that, okay, then the Tesseract must exist in the fifth dimension, and that is what the projection coming down is. Because the scientific principle is, if you guys do not know, I hope you do. I hope you are informed. The scientific principle of being able to see through dimensions is we can only see the dimension that we are on, and then the dimensions below us, right? If you project your hand with the sun beating down on it onto a flat surface, it projects a shadow, correct? Which means if you are a two-dimensional being living on that brick wall that you are projecting your shadow onto, you cannot see the human being. All you can see is the shadow that's being projected across where your line of sight is at. That is how being able to project dimensions work. Now, the thing about the fourth dimension with time is we don't have a way to step out into the fifth dimension like the Tesseract and actually view time and see your actual points on the damn line, your points in your life. You can see they are existing all there, all together, all at the same time. Which by scientific, again, this part that I'm about to bring up is not proven. This has been something that's been in my head since I learned it. Alright? If that is the case, then there must be a way for us to transcend the third and fourth dimension and be able to go up to the fifth dimension, a bird's eye view, which then gives us the ability to access any point in our life at any given time, i.e., you are immortal because you transcend time. Something that ancient texts, ancient occult practices, ancient alchemical practices, everybody says the same damn thing. That human beings used to be able to do that, but it was taken away from us. Everything connects if you go back far enough. Everything agrees if you pay attention. So, how do we get back to that point where we can transcend time, where we can transcend the environment, and we can pick and choose wherever in our life we want to go? How do we get to that point? Or is it just another allegory for upon death you relive your life over and over and over again? Again, late night thoughts. The stuff that rambles around in my brain before we go to bed. Anyways, thank you guys. Have a good night. I'll see you later.